Welcome to Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbao, and all is set for the opening ceremony of the 13th edition of the African Games at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium on Friday, March 8. Now, the Minister for Youth and Sports, Mr. Yusuf, has been addressing claims surrounding the $47 million operational budget allocated for the Games, explaining that it encompasses various areas of expenditure beyond the competition dates of March 8 to March 23, 2024. Now, he shed light on the breakdown of the $47 million operational budget, which is designated for the local organizing committee to cover various operational aspects of the competition. He has been speaking at a press briefing earlier today at the Ministry of Information.
A total amount of $47,712,853 United States dollars is estimated to cover the operational cost of the LOC. And like I said, this estimated amount is earmarked to be used by the local organizing committee for general organization of the competition, which started after the LOC was formed in 2020. As we are all aware, the LOC was inaugurated by His Excellency, the President of the Republic, in 2020. So this operational cost is not just for this year, it's for the entire period. We are going to accommodate our athletes, and I mentioned earlier that we are expecting 13,000 participants. Most of the athletes will be housed at the Games Village. But when it comes to football, all the men football, we are still going to be getting them hotels, and it's the responsibility of the host nation. Unlike AFCON, where CAF will pay for accommodation for countries participating, in African Games, it's the host nation that provides accommodation for the countries. The women will also be in Cape Coast. Their hotels, it is the responsibility of the host nation to ensure that they are hosted, they are fed. So it's also an area, and also all the officials from Anoka, and this.
Now, the minister has also been speaking on tickets for the Games, and he says that prices for the tickets will range between 50 to 1,000 Ghana cedis. Now, the tickets, which could be accessed via the Games official platforms and other locations, will cover specific games, with some games expected to be for free.
For your information, the ticketing range from 50 Ghana cedis all the way to 500 cedis, and even sometimes maybe 1,000 cedis. But it will depend upon where you are going to be seated. If you want to buy a ticket and come and sit at the VVIP at the table tennis, then you should be ready to pay more. If you want to buy a ticket and sit at the wings, it has its price. So it all depends upon where you want to sit. So the ticket starts from 50 cedis. It's as low as 50 cedis. And some of the events will even be free. But you still might get complimentary tickets to go and watch, because we want to also control how many people are coming. So you can log on a link, and they'll ask you that just this event, you just have to get a ticket for free. And you can then secure that once that we get a number, then there will not be any more tickets for anybody to come, so that we can control at any material time the number of people who will be at a particular venue.
Now, let's view update from the first day of the tennis competition happening at the Trade Fair Center, and my colleague Victor Achutamaklo monitored it and came through with this report.
Black Loopers captain Bernard Josam was the major casualty on the opening day of the Accra 2023 African Games. Josam suffered a 3-love loss to Egyptian big shot Shuman Mohammed in the second round of today's men's singles competition. Speaking to Joy Sports after that defeat, Josam says he lost because the preparation for the African Games was not exactly top-notch.
You know, table tennis is a game that when you play most matches, you gain more experience and the sharpness is there. Once you don't participate in most of the competition, you feel like your reflexes and other things are, a bit low. So that is why I lost that match.
Just like Bernard Josam, Israel Ackley also suffered a 3-love loss, this time to his Nigerian counterparts. But while the Ghanaians were falling, the Nigerians were balling. Defending champion of the African Games, Omotayo Olajide dispatched Cassina Del Cio with a 3-0 win. Although Olajide was in imperious form against the Angolan, the Italian-based Nigerian is under no illusions about the quality of the competition at this year's Games.
We've known each other for quite some years, and everybody has improved, I have improved. Aruna is now a monster. He's playing so much better than before. He's top 20. We have Asaoma. We have so many good players. So here it's survival of the fittest. It's like we are in the jungle and everybody wants to survive. So yeah.
While Olajide was impressed, his coach Shogun Toyola, a former player himself, had some reservations about the standard of African table tennis.
I think the level is improving, but normally we need more. The way improving, I don't like it. I want it to improve more than what's improved, because we have players in Africa, they are in top 30 in the world, and they all over the whole world they respect them, and all over the whole world they expect Africans to produce more players, but we still have very few players. So I hope in future the African country, because the problem we have with Africa is most of the African countries, they don't improve because they don't understand the game.
The highlight of the day was 16-year-old Esid Wasim's remarkable 3-2 win over his more experienced Madagascar opponent, Rakotoarisua Setra. The Tunisian spoke to Joy Sports after the feat.
He was not feeling as he used to be, because he was not used to this kind of table. But after he used to the game, and he said that the atmosphere is very good here, the level of the players are very good, and at the end he said, okay, I have to win, and it's the reason why he wins the game.
For Joy Sports, Achutamaklu reporting.
On that note, we draw the curtains on tonight's edition of Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbah. We've got more stories for you on myjoyonline.com/sports. Please do head there and get all your African Games updates there too. Please do have a wonderful evening.
Sports